All right, let's do this. All right, Bob is back. Another political short here for you. I'm doing it on TikTok. So like you say, 10 minutes will be our maximum for this so I can fit on TikTok. So it's another political one. We're going to talk about Mr. Trudeau. It's been a busy day in Canada for politics. We got Christian Freeland. She stepped down. She was the second in command. What do they call that? The deputy the deputy prime minister, and she was the finance minister, or maybe she was one and not the other. She was the other one at another time. But anyway, she's the one who went down last time Trudeau was or Trump was in power down there in the States. She is the one that went down and tried to save NAFTA, as it were. And it wasn't that bad. We had to give up we had to allow some American dairy products up. And people in Canada know how to read labels. So I don't think it made much of a difference to the Canadian farmers. She's been there for him thick and thin, this woman. And apparently she wasn't treated very well. And he kind of let her go, didn't care, stopped talking to her. And so she stepped down. She said, well, that's enough of that. So this story here, where does Justin go without Freeland? Yeah, she was the one who took on Donald Trump. I just said that. Yeah. So she spent a lot of time running back and forth to New York City, getting that free trade agreement back together. I kind of had her slated in my mind as the next one to lead the Liberal Party. Not that I don't think she was that popular. It's just I kind of thought that it was kind of going to be her turn. So she split. She said, that's enough of this. And she split. Now, another guy, I think the housing minister, yep, the housing minister, he said he's not going to come back. So on the next election, he's not running for his seat again. So there's another minister who's going to be gone after they call an election. The housing minister, Sean Fraser, he said, that's it. I don't want to do it. Same as they always say, they want to spend more time with their family. Now, maybe that's true. You know what I mean? If you're from the middle of Saskatchewan and you got to live in Ottawa, 8 months a year, you're not seeing your kids. So, you know what I mean? So Fraser said we have had micro PMEs, lengthy hospitalizations, medical interventions, and know the pain of losing our 1-day-old daughter, Ruth, who I miss every day and I love very much. Oh, that's too bad. That is too bad. So he's from out east. So he's in Nova Scotia, and it says in this story that they think he's probably going to have a run at some provincial politics in Nova Scotia. Good on you, buddy. And let's face it. So now they're saying that there's other people are calling for Trudeau to step down. People in his own party, and Jagmeet Singh. I don't know why he thinks his opinion matters to Trudeau, although he did prop up Trudeau's government for the last 4 years or 3 years or whatever. But I hate to say it, but he should step down too if he wants his party to have a chance at a federal election one time. He's been the leader of that party since old Jack died. And, they've been the official opposition, and that's all they've ever been, man. If you want your party to be in power, they got to win the whole damn election. So, maybe it's time for a couple of them to step down. Poilievre, he's new to the Conservatives, so he'll be around for a while. Now, my only concern is we all know we're going to the polls no later than next year anyways. It would be actually better if he stepped down now and they got the Band-Aid ripped off and the Liberals had a chance to wash the smell of Trudeau off of them, came up with a new leader, and then they can run a campaign and have some sort of fighting chance. But I think you're going to find It'll be the same as what happened in Ontario when Wynne got trounced, or when Wynne went away or whatever, and the Liberals didn't even have enough seats to be an official party anymore. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happens federally with the Liberals this time. I think it's gonna. And of course, they had a fiscal update, and there's a 62 billion deficit. I think that's just for this year. Oh no, they added 22 billion to the deficit or so this year, and they still got to deal with Trump and his tariffs, and the interest rates are coming down so fast that I think basically we are in a recession here in Canada, which always floors me, right? Because they've been screaming all this time about they need to build 1 million new homes in Canada. And then they jacked up the interest rate and everyone stopped building homes. Before COVID and all that, or during COVID, actually, the builders in my city were building 10 homes in advance on spec because they knew they were going to sell. Now, they just build them as they sell. So that's what's killed the trades. That's what's slowed down the working classes, as they're trying to call us the middle class. I see everyone's calling us the working class now. There is no middle class, allegedly. So the interest rates are going down. The unemployment rates are going up. The government's, a lot of people are resigning, and it's going to throw us into a far right situation. My only concern is with the far right. You see it happening in Europe. They tried to get a far right government over there in Germany, and it fell apart already. The real hard right people don't get the coalitions that they want. So, Poilievre for now, all he uses slogans and catchphrases, which is cool. I'd like to hear of how he's actually planned to do any of these things that he has in his little catchphrases, if you know what I mean. The catchphrases are nice, but see, the Liberals are going to get beat up in the British Columbia by-election. But again, that's because Trudeau's the leader. And that's it. So the biggest story in Canada's politics right now is the fiscal update reveals a 62 billion deficit, and the Liberal Party looks like it's set to implode, which wouldn't be a bad thing as far as I'm concerned. So let's go. Step down, Justin boy. It's time. I think you've ran your course. You ran your course ages ago. Talk about some more stupid things he did in upcoming episodes, if he's still around. That's what I got for today. It looks like we might get someone new to run the Liberal Party, but I think it's too late for the Liberals at this time anyway. Let's face it. And that's what we're going to call a recording for today. So thanks everyone for watching my videos. It means the world to me. Like, share, and subscribe. If you got something in the political arena you'd like me to give my opinion on, drop me a line in the comments. All right. Thanks for watching. Good night.